Hello, I'm Matt from Badass Outdoors, and I'm going to tell you about the Jetboil Soul today. Okay, the first thing we're going to do here is just a standard boil test. 16 ounces of water. Right now we're at 7,000 feet, and we're going to see how long it's going to take to boil this. Coming up on 2 minutes. It's definitely at a full simmer. There's a lot of steam collecting on the inside of the lid. She's shaking pretty good. And we are at a boil. I don't know if you can see steam coming out of there and the water spitting up. But there you go, 7,000 feet, just a bit over 2 minutes. Now we're going to try something a little different. The folks from the Wise Company were good enough to send us at Badass Outdoors this sample of pasta Alfredo, and we're going to use that 16 ounces of water that we just brought to a roaring boil to try this stuff out. Always remember to take that guy out. Jetboil's handy lid here with the strainer and the sipping top. Does everything, no moving parts. It's good strong rubber. It's a huge asset. It's all part of having that one piece of gear that does everything. As rare and mythical as that is, the Jetboil as a cook system definitely accomplishes the task. So we're going to let this sit for a little bit now and do another Jetboil test, and then we'll have some lunch. So these are the Jetboil components. This is the cup. It goes on the bottom of the pot, and it protects the pot's fancy make water boil quick system. It also acts independently as a cup, which is excellent. This is the stove. Below the stove there is the fuel canister. These come in several different sizes. And then below the fuel canister is a separate little bit that folds down, which I'll show you in a moment. But that is a fuel stand, so I can have it on this really uneven ground and it stays on its feet. Finally, there's this piece. This piece changes this guy from an adapter that fits into the bottom of the pot. By putting this guy on here, I can use my good old-fashioned and ever-present Canteen cup. So let me show you that, and we'll do a water boil test with a different room temperature 16 ounces of water. One more nice thing about the Jetboil pot, this is the inside. I don't know if I mentioned this, but it is all titanium, and the inside has gradations. So you can see that this is 16 ounces of room temperature water. So we're going to dump this right here into our Canteen cup. And our Canteen cup is set up on our Jetboil with the little pot holder adapter that you can see there. And we're going to do a boil test. We have to remember that the Canteen cup is going to be less efficient because it's not part of the design that's integrated with the stove itself. So this is going to be more like if you use the Jetboil Soul as a regular stove with your separate, maybe nesting pot system or Canteen cup for the bushcrafters out there. You're going to get far more than 2 minutes for boiling time. But again, we're at 7,000 feet. I'm still sitting in the same really hot, sunny spot, and we're going to find out what this thing does. Okay, here we are at the point where the jet boil with the jet boil pot hit boiling. And right now we are just pre-simmer stage, so it's still highly effective. Let's see how long it takes to get to that rolling boil that we want. Alright, very not bad. It was about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. We had ourselves a rolling boil with the Canteen cup. Let me show you here. She's going under 4 minutes at 7,000 feet with the jet boil sole. This is an impressive, very impressive item, and we are very proud to be carrying it in our packs and in our store at Badass Outdoors. You can find us at shop.badassoutdoors.com. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, now I want to open up these this pasta Alfredo from the Wise Company and see what I'm having for lunch. Okay, the Wise pasta Alfredo going into the Canteen cup. 16 ounces of water, less than a pound in a sack of goodness, and it actually looks pretty good. It's got a little bit more character than a lot of dehydrated foods that I've eaten, and it looks a lot more enjoyable than, say, those you know, that 20-cent noodles, without offering a brand name right now. But you know what I'm talking about. We all ate them in college. I'm going to dig in, and again, Matt from Badass Outdoors. Thanks for watching. Must-have additions to any camp kitchen. Is it good?
Uh-huh.
I wanted to show you one more fun thing about the jet boil. We've recently adopted the hammock system versus the tent amongst the Badass Outdoors tribe. And along with the hammock system, it's really nice to keep your gear off the ground and strung up, as you can see with the pack here. And then also with the jet boil. It's suspended by this little triangular contraption that allows you to suspend it, in this case from my Eagle's Nest Outfitter slap straps, via this handy little hook loop and the wires, and you can actually use the jet boil while it's suspended there. So I barely have to get out of bed before I heat up my morning coffee. Let me show you how this works. So you can see, wake up here under my fly, still cozy in my hammock, and just over here is my jet boil Soul TI, warming up the water for my morning coffee, or my post-siesta coffee. And it's just that easy. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to put the jet boil Soul TI back away so that it's all nested in the pot. Step 1 is to remove the lid. Done. Take the pot off the stove. Check. Take the legs off of the fuel canister. Legs go in first. Drop these guys in there, all folded up. Most importantly though, you don't have to bring this video into the field to remember how to do this, because the diagram is right there. It's legs for the fuel canister, upside down burner, fuel canister itself, and then your pot adapter, and then the lid goes back on. But I'll show you. So, these guys come apart. All right. In the off position, this guy just closes right down over there. That just erupts in there. Fuel canister, right? and drop that on top. Your pot holder, upside down, put that on top of there. Your sipping lid with your strainer right there sits right on top. And then the bottom bowl removable cup just slides right on. And you have this to take into the woods with you, with everything inside that you need for a good 3 up to 5 days if you're really economical with your fuel. So thanks again, Jetboil Soul TI. Find it at shop.badassoutdoors.com. Matt from Badass Outdoors here. I gotta say, with the Jetboil, the Wise dehydrated food packets, I'm having a pretty damn good day out here in the woods. We've done a lot of filming on this 3-day Labor Day weekend trip up here just outside of the Kaibab National Forest. And I think you guys are going to enjoy these other videos that we're making. And I know we enjoyed shooting them and absolutely practicing these skills. So the next chance you folks get out there and do the same. Thanks so much. Again, Matt from Badass Outdoors.